What's going on, R2R Fam, Road to Results? Welcome to the podcast. So we have a very special episode for y'all. Very special episode. As you can see behind us, we are out here in beautiful Cancun, Mexico for the Phenomenal Life 2023 conference. And so aside from our normal podcast recording, which you won't see, we actually had the opportunity to do some interviews with some amazing folks from the E.T.A community. So stay tuned, buckle up. What you're about to hear, the people you are about to see if you're watching this on video, are people who are near and dear to us and who are also part of our road to getting the results.
Yep. Hey, these are the individuals that we talk about. These are the ones that we're getting coached through as we document this coaching journey. These are we're physically interviewing them, and they wanted to do it for y'all because we told them this is what we're doing. We're documenting this. We're giving it to a community, and they wanted to do it. And these individuals' time is very valuable. When I say very valuable, if you put a price tag on how much they charge an hour, and they were giving it freely. So enjoy it. Again, don't get hype on it. If you want to celebrate us, drop in the comments, subscribe, share. But
drop your takeaways in the comments.
Yeah,
for sure,
but drop the takeaways in there. Take the nuggets and apply them. If you got questions on how to apply them, same thing. Drop in the comments. If you know us personally, hit us up.
That's it.
But hey, definitely enjoy it. Definitely enjoy it. It was a blessing for us to be able to do it.
Oh, come on.
It's a blessing for us to be able to do it, not just in person, but in person and in Mexico at an all-inclusive resort.
Let's go.
With my brother.
Come on.
With my brother.
Bam, hey, like I said, a year ago, if you would have told us we'd be doing this, not just being together, doing the pod together, being in the mastermind together, and having all the opportunities to be in close contact with people. Enjoy the videos, y'all. Let us know if you have any questions or comments in the description below. And thank y'all. Just thank y'all for being with us. Remember to subscribe, like, and share. But most importantly, don't just go with us, y'all.
Grow with us.
Peace.
Peace.
What's going on, y'all? So we got another special guest for you. Again, we're documenting this Road to Results UOU Mastermind with Eric Thomas, E.T.A, the hip hop preacher. And the name you will hear time and time again, we've been here throughout this weekend, throughout the pods, is the man himself, Karl Phillips. And Karl, we just wanted to thank you for your time first and foremost. Thank you for what you do. And just want to know, just when you started rocking with E.T., when we just in the very beginning, what was kind of the mindset and what took you through to say, you know what, I like what he's doing, I need to stick with it because I know there's something there.
I got you, man. I'll take you all the way back. I remember probably I wasn't a teen yet, probably 11, 12 years old. As a kid at church, our church group, they actually went and did a nursing home. We went and did a program for a nursing home, and I remember watching their faces. Like, you know, they're elderly people. I don't know if with stories with their family, whatever, but there was such a joy on their faces when we came in. Like just young kids, you know, a little poem, saying a song, whatever. And I never forgot that feeling. And I remember that feeling. And when I met E, truthfully, I had just graduated my master's degree. I'm applying for jobs, couldn't find nothing. God knew what he was doing. I'm talking about, if I'll give you all that story another time, when I applied to all kinds of jobs, got denied, I was like, yo, I'll volunteer for the jobs. Like, I don't even need to get paid. I just need to do something. You know what I'm saying? And, bro, denied. This is literally the right time he came. We end up being at the same church. And I remember, like, one of my friends like, oh, my God, do you know who that is? I was like, nah, who is that dude? That's Eric Thomas. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'm Karl. Like, what does that mean? You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I got to know Eric, kind of found out he was doing some stuff. He was at Michigan State, then had just met CJ. And I'm like, oh, no, he's doing stuff for people. I remember that feeling, like, when I saw their faces, like, I want to be a part of doing something for people. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I don't know how, but I know I want to be in that environment, man. So that's how we connected. We're talking about, like, man, 15, 16, I don't know how many years ago, 2005, 6, somewhere down there. And we've been rocking since, man.
And I know he gives you a lot of credit because we don't know E if we don't have Karl, because he put him on YouTube. So I know you got a question, right?
No, I think one of the things, and every time I've seen you since, I mean, we talked about with Anthony Flynn how humble this community is. But, brother, I'm always amazed. It's a personal development podcast as far as the S2S. We're trying to document the road to results going through the UOU Mastermind. But where you've grown from as a person, as the grounds crew, as the humble servant, just to get to the point where, man, there's so many nuggets that you drop now that you're open to expressing. So for people that are hesitant, people that they don't have that self-confidence and belief in themselves, like, how do you tell them to get to that result and to have that faith in yourself that there is something within you? Maybe you don't need to be in front of the camera, but man, you give so much, not just through your words, but the demonstration of your own growth, that I think a lot of people miss the results that you've gotten over this time. So how has that felt for you? How has it impacted your life? And what do you have to say to our fellow grounds crew, even if you don't know who you are? But our humble servants out there, your humility is your power. Your servant leadership is your power. We need you. So how do you tell them to step into that? How do you talk to them that way?
I don't know how much time y'all got. This is about 3 hours right now to answer that question, but I'll say a couple of things. Number one, you got to know your standards.
Okay.
Right? One of the things for me is I know who I am, and I struggle with the whole low self-esteem. And not low self-esteem like I'm not worthy, but I want to say this word, and I want y'all to hear me closely: comparison. Not that I'm not worthy, it's that everybody else is better than me. Man, I connect with Eric and CJ. CJ is getting the Mentor of the Year award from the state of Michigan. Eric is talking and people are boo-hooing, and I'm just like, hey, what do y'all need help with? I'm a smart dude. Again, I'm not saying that I'm not good, but I'm just looking at their skills so magnified, not realizing that my support, what I bring to the table, is actually what was needed to help them get here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So the process, and I won't pretend with you guys, the process is a continual process. I'm not like, hey, I'm no more ground crew, let's say it. No. Every day I have to wake up and have a standard that, Karl, you're not going to fall below this. And I'm just being real with y'all. I'm not saying it's easy. It's a fight. Like, again, our minds are real, dude, and our environment, our exposure, the things. Like, I got people in my ear, and I'm not in a bad way. Some family members just like, yo, what y'all doing? Like, he always talks about his mom is, 9 to 5, working class, right? So you have that mindset sometimes of like, man, y'all out here doing, you don't know, it's risky, it's this. And let me ask you this question. How has being safe worked out for you? I'm just being saying, like, all the safety that I did, bro, it got me great, but like great, bottom of great. Let me say it like that. The bottom of the great totem pole. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole, man, like when I think about, and I don't want to make it deep, but we all have the same 24 hours. And you watch people, these athletes, LeBron, Steph, like, bro, they still got the same 24 hours. They also involved in Rihanna. She got a whole other, like, you develop one gift phenomenally, but like you still got more time. I don't care how. LeBron can play basketball 12 hours. There's still another 12 hours in the day. You know what I'm saying? You still got the same time. So I'm challenging you. The biggest thing, if you take one thing away, spend 30 minutes with yourself. I don't know what you believe. If you in God, do God. But at least 30 minutes with yourself, really challenging your thoughts. Like, who told you that? Like, whatever that thought is, like, who told you that? Like, some of these thoughts they're not even yours. Like, man, I told y'all, this is 3 hours. I'm not kidding. I remember I tell y'all this story one time. I went with a friend. He was moving a couple years ago. He, like, a young dude trying to start a little moving company, and he went to this house somewhere. Bro, I'm talking about 20 minutes away from where I live. I live in a beautiful suburban neighborhood, families, whatever. But I remember pulling up to the house, and I was like, yo, I love this. Who told me that I wanted to live in the suburban neighborhood? Like, this was the opposite. It was, again, 20 minutes, not far. It's not like remote in the city or country, nothing. It was 20 minutes from my house, but dude, it had its own little lake. The nearest house was like a half mile away, trees. It was wintertime, so snow covered. I could see the snow glistening, deer in the background. I was like, yo, I love this, but I don't live in it. Yeah. Why? Because truthfully, I believe things from other people and made that mine, and it wasn't mine. True to myself, I probably would live somewhere else. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, spend some time alone and be clear on what you want. That's the key. Be clear on what you want for yourself, and then start putting the pieces. It could be a 10-year plan. But let me ask you this. You know what I'm saying? 10 years from now, you're there. It's worth it. But if you keep doing what you're doing, 10 years from now, you're going to still be frustrated. Because I know you got frustration in you because you know that there's more inside of you. So I'm just telling you, man, just like you got to push past it. Get into the environment of people, because you're not going to be able to do it by yourself. Let me just be real. Get into the environment with people that's going to help you keep that momentum going. Like, yo, I see you. Are you good? I feel like you're a little off today. Anything I can help you with? You need that. You need that in your environment. If you don't have it, do something different today, because you're going to need people. You're not going to be able to do this on your own. So absolutely. I'm going to stop because I promise y'all.
And I just want to say, if you don't know, deeper than the brand, I know that's how humble servant is. Deeper than the brand.
Not today. I ain't got it on
deeper
today.
Than the brand. If you, we saw the growth when you first started, from the challenges to what he's grown now and the team that he has, because he knows his potential. He knows his clarity. Anthony Flynn said it earlier too. Got to have that clarity. So final thoughts, Ray?
Hey, Karl's an introvert. he could have gone for 3 hours just because his passion is love and he wants to continue to serve. So other than that, brother, like we appreciate your time, how important it is to get your word, how much of an influence you've been to us. So
For real.
we just gonna sign off,
For real.
friends.
Hey, don't just go with us, grow with us. We out.